let's expand this discussion now with Ashish Prashar, who is a former advisor to the Middle East, peace envoy and political strategist to the Biden campaign. He's joining us live from New York, so a warm welcome to the programme. So will this move by the ICC make any difference to how Israel approaches the Gaza war?
Well, it's at long last. I mean, I think one of your colleagues mentioned this has been 6 months in the works. They issued President Putin's arrest warrants in weeks of application. You know, now Netanyahu and Gallant are war criminals. Officially, they are being requested to appear at the court. This is a big deal because this is a Western-built institution, and the West has built almost a wall around this genocidal apartheid state for decades now, and the wall is starting to crumble. They're running out of allies. They're running out of room to continue this genocide without being held accountable. And the big thing here to note is, you know, we all know there's a mountain of evidence of why these warrants should be out there. And the court has been getting political pressure from the United States, I'm sure threats from other Western allies, not to make these warrants public, not to actually execute them. And the court still did it. There's some morals there still in our international institutions, right? Now, while I don't know if this is going to slow down a genocide, the interesting things for us is it's going to start causing a wedge between the EU and European nations and America and how it supports Israel. Maybe there's arms embargoes across the European Union, across the UK, who all said they would honor arrest warrants from the ICC historically, and some have already come out and said they would support these arrest warrants. This will also make sure that the world suddenly becomes a very small place for Israeli war criminals. There's 125 odd countries that are part of the ICC and have signed up to the Rome Statute that could arrest him on sight if he lands in them. Also, frankly, this also gives a domino effect right here. People in their nation states have probably been waiting for a moment where people have described this as war crimes, where people have described mass starvation as war crimes. And also, you know, and while genocide's not there, there is everything there that leads to genocide. This will allow people in national courts, nation state courts, to start, you know, issuing charges against other people who've aided and abetted in this genocide, whether both the Israeli war cabinet or their allies. Frankly, it could be Keir Starmer, Joe Biden, other people who have basically co-sponsored this genocide of Palestinians. Also the IDF. All these individuals who are dual citizens now become vulnerable to war crime charges in nation-state courts, whether it be France, the UK, Germany, wherever they actually reside when they're not actively trying to kill Palestinians.
Okay, let's just get the other side of the argument here, because Netanyahu's office denounced the Chamber's decision as anti-Semitic, while Gallant said it sets a dangerous precedent against the right to self-defense and moral warfare. What do you make of that?
Well, Israel is an occupying power. It doesn't have the right to self-defense from the people they occupy. That really solves that. That's enshrined in political law. That's enshrined in international law. They occupy Palestinians. Their job is to actually protect the lives of the people they occupy. The Palestinians are the only ones who have the right to self-defense, the right to resist, and enshrined in international law written by Western powers. So it's just basically gaslighting everybody. The anti-Semitic charge, I mean, I fundamentally think if anybody is watching this right now, anywhere in the world, if you're not being called anti-Semitic for trying to stop a genocide, you are not doing your job right now. Anyone out there trying to stop this genocide, by whatever means, legal, direct action, everything else, right now is on the side of humanity, frankly, and you will be called anti-Semitic, and that's the only charge they have left. They've actually kind of destroyed the meaning of true anti-Semitism against people who are Jewish, wherever they are in the world. When people now have to actually go through that maybe abuse, will people believe them in the future because of the way the Israeli government, who's perpetrating some of the worst crimes in human history, has just thrown that word around to accuse anybody of anything?
Okay, Ashish, we appreciate your view. Thank you very much. A former advisor to the Middle East, peace envoy and political strategist to the Biden campaign. Thank you very much.